And welcome to the Factor Uncensored. Glad so many of you could stay up with us. We have a great show planned for you tonight, so let's get right into it. Tonight we have an exclusive. One of our regular guests found himself in a crazy situation just Tuesday morning. Realtor and businessman Jay Bradley said he was out in the Greenway Plaza area simply walking his dog in the morning. That's when a man in a car circled him several times. He then decided to pull out his camera and ask the man, "What the hell do you want?" Apparently that man made it clear he wanted to give Jay sex, aka oral copulation, aka Jay a damn blowjob.
What's up?
I just wonder if you were up for a blowjob.
Bro, you need to move the on before you get shot.
As you just saw there, this happened in broad daylight near Richmond Avenue and Edlow, the Greenway Plaza area. Unfortunately, the kind of harassment can happen to anyone, and it left us asking, if this happens to a man every now and then, what the hell do women go through? Joining me to talk about this on The Factor Uncensored tonight, DJ Sneak, who's from The Factor Uncensored, writer and director Rochelle Gemini, and Jay Bradley, who filmed that interaction you just saw and went through that. First of all, Jay, when that happened to you, what went through your mind?
Man, I was shocked. I didn't expect it. I saw the guy come around a couple of times, and the last time I was like, let me see what this dude is up to, and I took my camera out. But it took me off guard, man. And at the end of it, I just kind of sat there in a daze for a second. I was like, does this really happen to me? I mean, you know, I'm not really, I've never had this happen. I'm 46 years old, man. I've never had this happen at all. And so I had my dog. I was like, my dog heard this. You know, how's he dealing with it? You know, it just took me off guard, man. I immediately went to, you know, I'm a dad of a little girl. Like, what if this was my daughter and this was somebody that could maybe physically overtake her in this situation? And so just the fact that there's people like this, it's not about this community, whether it's a man or a woman. It's really about the fact that people feel this comfortable being that perverted. 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm taking my dog for our morning walk.
And you're right. And one of the things he's making, the point he's making here, this is not about the gay community. This is about a pervert who had nothing to do in the morning but try to cruise and find people.
Yeah. And I felt like he probably has done this before, because why would you feel that comfortable?
Right.
You know, and the first time he passed by, I'd said something, and, you know, I was like, hey, man, just move around, you know. Then he felt comfortable again coming around. I'm like, man, this dude is really bold. You know, maybe I figured that maybe that's his way of giving community service, but it's not what I was looking for, man, at any time of the day, man. But even if it was the other way around, I don't think it's okay at all. It's
and to show you this is not unusual, I brought DJ Sneak in because I'm very familiar with what you went through with a male celebrity influencer who came to town, and he just, tell us about it.
Yeah, it was a little shocking because, you know, I've been talking with this guy. I thought we were friends. You know, I thought it'd be cool to bring him out to Houston so he can get to know, and, you know, it'd be cool. But, you know, when we're hanging out in the club, you know, having a good time, out of nowhere, you know, he starts grabbing me and he says, "Let me suck that thing," you know? And I'm just shocked, and I'm like, did I hear you correctly? I'm like, what did you say? He's like, yeah, let me suck that thing. He's like, come here, and he starts like trying to bring me in. I'm just like, hey man, chill out, man. Like that's not how I roll. Wow. Eventually he ended up getting mad about that, and you know, I had booked a stay for him and everything. He ended up leaving, and he unfollowed me, and he's like, don't ever talk to me again. And I just found it.
And he hit one of our other mutual friends, another male. You know, he was just an aggressive guy who's just like, what the hell is going on here?
Right.
Yeah. He even threw a drink in your face at
yeah, he did, you know, and his friends, the people around him try to be like, hey, don't listen to him, you know, and you know, they actually said he does this all the time. Wow. But I was just like, well, you know what, that's not really cool. He kind of embarrassed me.
And we were all excited to meet him, and like, this is a cool, funny guy. And then after that, we all deleted him. Wow. But Rochelle, we brought you in because this is what women go through all the time.
All my life I had to fight. Yes, yes. And, you know, being a woman, like you said, you're not as aggressive and as strong as men sometimes. So women find themselves in a compromised position to the point where I've had situations happen in college. I've had situations happen after college. I've had situations happen in high school. And I'd be like, no, I thought we was just friends. I thought we was just cool. You know I have a boyfriend. So, you know, it definitely does happen a lot, and I wish, you know, that it didn't exist, but to hear how they've had to deal with it as well, it's just like, wow, like it happens everywhere. It's not just that. And to even go further, you know, you hear children get taken advantage of as well, to the point where, like he said, would my daughter be able to fight this off? I have 2 sons, and I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, I gotta get my sons ready, make sure they can fight, you know, fight everything off as well. So, you know, it's sad, but yeah, we got to be prepared.
And so when this happens to a woman, how do you guys deal with it?
Maybe I got mace. Maybe I got a little taser. I got my aunties and them that stacked me up because they know I'm a pretty niece, I'm a pretty daughter, you know, and my dad too. He didn't got me. They got me together as far as that. So please try me.
Please don't try.
Don't try me. But if you come, like, you really trying it, like,
And
don't do it.
And Sneak and Jay, for the time we have remaining, how has this changed you dealing with a situation like that?
For me, I gotta watch how I talk to like some celebrities that I plan on bringing out. I gotta kind of like, I try to figure out what their motives are before they come out, and it's kind of made me like paranoid. So I've kind of stayed away from it.
He thought he got flued out.
Yeah, yeah, crazy.
That is crazy.
I think for me, man, I just really thought about all the things of how to protect my daughter. I don't know if I can really change my actions. You know.
I mean, you're out walking your dog.
I'm out walking my dog.
How do you change that?
Yeah, and it's 9 o'clock in the morning. It's not like it's nighttime. I'm not in the club area. It's not what I expect. This is a business district, man. As a dad, what I think about with my daughter and how to protect her, like there's this new mace out that you can literally, once it's actually sprayed, then it sends out an alert to your closest family members that you select, and it automatically calls them and texts them. So she has things like that. I've taken her to the gun range on her 13th birthday with me, so we go shoot, teach her how to fight, those type of things. But I think it's really a bigger conversation of people feeling that comfortable in our culture to do something like that.
Right.
Yes, you can always defend yourself, but how do we, as from a cultural perspective, kind of get the story out and kind of have a different narrative that this isn't okay? Man, woman, it's not about any type of community in Houston defining, this isn't the defining actions of that community. This is a bigger perverted narrative, whether it's man, woman, whatever.
Right.
All right. We want to thank you guys for joining us and sharing your stories.